Tensions have been quietly escalating within Buckingham Palace. A silent battle waged between two formidable women, Carole Middleton, fiercely protective of her daughter Kate, and Queen Camilla, who never fully embraced the Middleton family. Though they maintain a cordial front in public, insiders whisper of an ongoing Cold War behind the scenes. Determined to break her silence, Carole Middleton arrived at Buckingham Palace on a frigid February morning, prepared to expose Queen Camilla's hidden dealings. Before a stunned assembly of royal officials, she calmly unveiled damning evidence. Camilla had allegedly been funneling millions through secret bank accounts, using intricate financial maneuvers to evade taxes. As Carole laid out account numbers, covert Swiss meetings, and late-night calls with financial experts, a suffocating tension filled the room. Even the ever-poised Queen Camilla turned visibly pale. The accusations were too grave to dismiss. Royal finances were under the microscope, and the very integrity of the monarchy was at stake. Chaos erupted. Palace staff scrambled to contain the crisis, urgent meetings were called, and within hours, the press caught wind of the scandal. Financial experts launched investigations as shocking headlines spread across Britain and beyond. Carole claimed that Camilla had wielded her financial influence to manipulate royal decisions, sidelining the Middleton family and steering key matters to her advantage. Public reaction was fierce. Some hailed Carole as a courageous whistleblower, while others feared she was destabilizing the monarch. But one thing was certain: the royal family could no longer remain silent. The truth was out, and the repercussions were only beginning. Buckingham Palace plunged into crisis mode. Royal advisors scrambled to contain the fallout, while Queen Camilla vanished from public view, reportedly shaken by the gravity of the accusation. But Carole stood firm, insisting she had remained quiet for too long. This was not just a scandal. It was a moment of reckoning for the monarchy. For years, an unspoken tension had simmered between Carole and Camilla. In public, they exchanged pleasantries, but behind closed doors, Carole, a self-made businesswoman, was met with calculated indifference. Camilla, born into nobility, had long understood the power of social hierarchy, often making subtle remarks about the importance of knowing one's place. Gradually, Carole found herself pushed to the sidelines. Her input on Kate's wedding was disregarded, her access to her grandchildren limited, and cherished Middleton family traditions dismissed. Even at Princess Charlotte's christening, Camilla's office allegedly intervened, altering plans to diminish the Middletons' role. But the final straw came when Carole overheard Camilla mocking new money at Prince Charles's birthday celebration. At that moment, the quiet battle between them became impossible to ignore. And now, after years of silent endurance, Carole had finally spoken up, altering the course of the royal family forever. Years of quiet resentment finally reached its breaking point as Carole Middleton watched Camilla's influence grow while she was steadily pushed to the sidelines. By early 2024, their already fragile relationship had crumbled beyond repair. At Prince Louis's school concert, they barely acknowledged each other, proof that their polite facade had completely shattered. What had begun as mere class differences had transformed into a fierce struggle for power, and Carole, tired of being overlooked, decided it was time to speak out. Her revelations sent shockwaves through the palace, plunging the monarchy into an unprecedented crisis. The British royal family had endured countless scandals, but Carole's accusations against Camilla triggered a firestorm unlike anything before. Within hours, panic consumed Buckingham Palace. Advisors were urgently recalled from vacations, emergency meetings stretched into the early hours, and world leaders flooded the palace with concerned calls. Even European royals began to question the stability of the monarchy. Beyond the palace walls, chaos erupted. Protests broke out as the public took sides, some rallying behind Carole, others fiercely defending Camilla. Social media spiraled into a frenzy, forcing the palace to disable comments in a desperate attempt to control the narrative. But the divisions ran deeper than expected. Younger staff members sympathized with Carole, while senior aides remained staunchly loyal to Camilla. Prince William found himself at the heart of it all, facing an impossible decision. Should he preserve royal unity or stand by his mother-in-law? The fallout was swift and devastating. Donations to Camilla's charities plummeted, key advisors resigned, and royal events were abruptly cancelled to avoid controversy. Meanwhile, palace lawyers frantically sifted through centuries-old laws, searching for a way to contain the escalating crisis. But with the truth now exposed, one question loomed over the monarchy. Could it withstand the storm? This crisis was unlike any in royal history. A special legal team assembled at St. James's Palace, working tirelessly to salvage what they could. Yet the damage extended far beyond the palace gates. Tourism numbers dipped, businesses linked to the monarchy suffered, and even the Buckingham Palace gift shop saw fewer visitors. King Charles was caught in an agonizing dilemma. As monarch, his duty was to protect the crown. As Camilla's husband, he felt compelled to defend her. And as Prince William's father, he recognized the growing demand for change. Meanwhile, Parliament launched inquiries into royal finances. Newspapers turned sharply critical, and even staunch monarchy supporters began to waver. The palace faced an inevitable choice: evolve with the times or risk losing the public's trust forever. The first visible sign of Camilla's waning influence came at breakfast. Her usual seat at the royal table sat empty, staff members keeping their distance. Invitations once sent her way mysteriously vanished. Charities sought other royals as their patrons, and even her closest allies began to quietly step back. The once buzzing phone lines fell silent. Her public presence diminished at an alarming rate. Photographers no longer scrambled for her picture. Crowds failed to cheer at her appearances, and her portrait, once prominently displayed in the Buckingham Palace gift shop, was discreetly replaced with images of Kate and the children. Alone in her chambers, Camilla wandered the palace halls late at night, dined in solitude, and found little comfort in the routines that had once defined her royal life. The woman who had fought relentlessly to secure her place at the pinnacle of the monarchy was now watching it all slip away, piece by piece. Even her marriage to King Charles began to fracture under the weight of the scandal. Publicly, he stood by her, but behind closed doors, the distance between them grew. Separate rooms, strained conversations, and solo appearances at major events. The media, once wary of challenging her, now turned against her, dredging up past scandals and exposing her infamous temper. Even her children, Tom and Laura, felt the fallout, facing lost business deals and a decline in public favor. By Christmas, Camilla's decline was undeniable. Sidelined in family photos, her presence at royal events diminished. By early 2025, she was rarely seen, with the palace citing personal matters. The final blow came when her throne was quietly removed, signaling her fading influence. As Camilla withdrew, Kate Middleton stepped into the spotlight with newfound confidence. She embraced royal duties, reshaped traditions, and strengthened her public connection through charity work and modernization efforts. Moving her office closer to the king's, she championed financial transparency and a more accessible monarchy. With Camilla fading, all eyes were on Kate. Could the woman once seen as an outsider now be the monarchy's future? Technology played a key role in Kate's rise. Her Instagram series on early childhood development reached millions, and live video chats connected her directly with supporters. Even Carole Middleton, once an outsider, helped modernize palace operations. Kate's influence extended to fashion, mixing high-end and affordable pieces while promoting mindful spending. Her hands-on work with charities, military families, and government initiatives cemented her status as more than just a royal. She was a leader in her own right. By early 2025, Kate had quietly reshaped the monarchy. What once made her an unlikely royal, her middle-class upbringing and modern values, had become its greatest asset. Yet, with the royal family still reeling from Carole Middleton's bombshell revelations, the question remained, could they fully recover? Or was this the beginning of an irreversible downfall? Whose side will history favor? And what does this mean for Kate's future as queen? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. And click on the next video. You won't want to miss it.